Hello, you guys. How are y'all tonight?
You're doing
How are
good.
you?
Good, good and tired. Understand. I see we got baby girl with us today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so let's touch base since we last saw each other. How have things been at home? How's work been? All of the things.
Has been really good.
Good, long.
Yeah, long work days.
Um,
Yeah, okay. Okay. And y'all remember what your life work or your homework was from our last session?
Yes, I think it was about talking about our work days, trying to really work on our listening,
Okay.
I guess communication skills.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Um,
So let's start with Melissa. How do you feel that you were listened to differently this week?
I felt like there was a lot more eye contact and even nodding of the head, reassuring me that he's listening.
Okay. Okay. And AJ, how do you feel there was a difference this week in how you felt listened to?
um, I really just I appreciated how she would listen to my when I was playing stuff about my day, she listened to it in complete,
Okay.
just with no interruptions or nothing like that.
Awesome. Awesome. So you felt you were able to fully communicate the way you feel heard the best. Okay.
Yes.
That is amazing. Okay, so we're going to kind of look at throughout this counseling experience. Can y'all remind me what your overall goal was with therapy? Or what y'all were trying to achieve by coming in and visiting in these sessions?
At the beginning, our first session was talking about um how we both parent differently
Mm-hmm.
and how we should communicate how we want to parent.
Okay. Okay. And how do y'all feel versus the first session versus how things are working now? Is that teamwork? I know that's been kind of a theme with us. Do we feel like that teamwork has altered at all? And is there anything else you'd like to work on with that?
No, I think we figured out most of that trying to teamwork, figure out obviously we're not ideal parents, but what works best for both of us and we're all in unison so we don't look like one parent's differently than the other, trying to stick to the same page.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all done good with staying on the same page and sticking together.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can y'all give me any specific examples of something maybe you've noticed that has changed recently versus how it could have been handled before?
Mm, versus how it could have been handled before. Oh, um, lately we're having trouble with our babysitting situations,
Okay.
and it takes a lot of communication to see when someone can take off, if I can take off, if she can take off.
Hmm.
Which grandparent wants to take care of them for a couple hours out of the day, stuff like that, and so our communication has really improved to work that out between us.
Okay. And what has looked different? How has that communication played out?
I think, I mean, I'd have a different example, like the way that we parent differently. I'd say maybe during, what was it? I think he was running around with a screwdriver. I
Mm.
don't know where he found it, but I think in the past it would have just been handled with, because he ran after we called him, and I think in the past, um, dad would have probably spanked him for it, but this time he was like, hey, like you could have gotten hurt, took it from him, let him know, like, next time when we call for him, it's because it's for his own good, and tried to explain how dangerous it is to run with a screwdriver.
Okay, so y'all felt like you felt he handled the situation in a more similar way as to how you would have handled the situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
Without spanking almost, just immediately. Although I feel like that one could be a spankable offense.
Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't just be spanked because then they don't understand why they're being spanked.
Yeah, absolutely. AJ, how did you feel about that situation? Did you feel like it was effective parenting?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, yes, because I felt like it was a better way parenting, but
Okay.
no, because I know the way my son is and how he reacts
Okay.
and
And
what he takes seriously and what he doesn't.
okay.
But hopefully, if I continue to do that more, then he'll start taking the talking more seriously than the spankings.
Okay. Okay. So there's some hope that maybe he can learn to respond differently and kind of yeah, and I think that's very true. And I think there is and that's, y'all's judgment as parents, but there sometimes is honestly a consequence of if you do something that's going to physically harm you, like running around with a screwdriver that could go in your eye socket or running out into the road, you get hit by a car, that's going to have a physical consequence. So, something like a spanking makes sense. If you do something that can hurt you, you're going to get hurt. I have to show you the consequence for you to learn. But also the importance of explaining all of that. So it sounds like you two together have really married that idea of communication and also the nonverbal as well. So that's really awesome. Okay, so I have a little bit of a project of sorts for you guys. This is going to be a time for you two to reflect and to talk about what you feel like you've learned and what you feel like you've cherished from this experience together. So the first thing I want y'all to do is we made the assessments y'all did when you very first came in. Do you remember what you both said about each other? What your kind of main um, attribute was for the other person?
I feel like it was maybe trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It might have been, well, I think I don't know if communication was for me or he created for me. I can't remember on
AJ, do
that
you
one.
remember what you said for Melissa?
No, I'm not gonna be able to recall what I said.
All right. So, Melissa, you did say trustworthiness, that you felt like he was a very trusting person and trusted you to handle things and take care of things. And then AJ, you had said that she was a good support and that she just was a good mom and supporting you in the things you experienced and the things that y'all faced together and all the things.
Mhm.
So, what I want y'all to do is you're not going to look at me for this, you're going to look at each other, but I want you to share with each other one at a time. Use your active listening of how you know your partner needs you to. And I want y'all to express your gratitude to each other of with those qualities and how you've seen those qualities evolve with each other throughout this experience.
Could you elaborate a little more?
Yes. So you're going to basically give an example and share from whatever comes to mind with Melissa and with AJ, how they've reflected and how they've been an example of those qualities. So AJ will share how Melissa has been a support to him during this process as we kind of find ourselves at an end here, because I think y'all are in a really good place. And then Melissa will do the same. You'll share how throughout this experience you've felt it, you've been trusted. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. We'll start out with Melissa, and y'all take as much time as you need, but go ahead whenever you're ready.
So I've really seen the trustworthiness in this whole counseling sessions. I mean, you've trusted the process. I know sometimes you feel like counseling isn't the best friend, but you trusted the process and just let the outcome, I guess, be seen in a way. I don't know if that's how I would describe that. But not only that, but you've trusted the process with the way that I work things with the kids, not just completely, I feel like, shut everything down. Um, I don't know how much I can say, but you're just very trusting.
Awesome. Good job. All right. AJ, it's your turn.
Mm, Not like you said, I'm not very comfortable with the whole therapy stuff. But you know, to help you make it through it, you know, not by quote unquote forcing me to, but by telling me it could be good for us and could be what we need to help us through some things. Really shows that yeah, your your support for this me and this family to work through whatever, and I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right. How did that feel?
It felt good.
Okay. Well, good. AJ, do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, this being our last session together, and of course, if y'all ever need anything else, if something pops up, if you need another check-in, y'all are always welcome to come back and just give me a call or a text and let me know that y'all need a session. But I think that y'all have made wonderful strides during this process, and we've seen a lot of growth and a lot of healing. Um, the one thing I really want for y'all to do, and this isn't, we're not going to have another session, so it's not something I'm going to check in on unless y'all just want to send me a picture of it. But we're going to do almost a memorial kind of project for you guys. So whenever y'all are done, y'all are going to work together this could be anything from writing a song together from getting a picture taken of your family. This could be sky's the limit, something to place in your home for you two to look at and to remember and reflect on the work and the time that y'all have put into your marriage and to your family. So, off the top of y'all's heads, y'all can converse for a minute, but I want y'all to kind of think about what that could be for y'all. What sounds of interest?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know how, I'm not very artistic, but if you're willing, I think we could do something like she said, maybe like canvas type with painting, even if it were like handprints, maybe dated, or even, yeah, I'm not talented enough to write songs, but I think a painting or even a family picture and then um I like the canvas idea, but printing it out as a canvas and then dating it as well. So
Do that.
always serve as a reminder and purpose, unless there's anything else you could think of.
Good idea.
Okay. All right. Well, before we conclude today, do y'all have any other questions or concerns for me about this process or anything left unsaid?
I don't.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I thank y'all so much for coming in today, and I will talk to y'all soon. I wish y'all all the best and good luck with your canvas.
Thank you.
Thank
We appreciate you.